Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and pop culture PhDs. Welcome to the Rec Room. It has been a minute, long time no see. I mean, not that it's been that long, but it has been almost a lifetime in terms of unscheduled streams and have been so active, anywhere from 4 to 6 nights a week, most of the time, and then to go from actually a little over a week. It's kind of a long time because even when I did an intentional week off, I think back in June. I probably got pretty close to back on within the week's time, and even in 2024 when I was out of town, that was like the only other time I remember taking a scheduled break. The challenge this time was it's a not scheduled break, and I'll get into some of the details tonight. Got some cool stuff to go over, got some somber stuff to go over. So yeah, we'll get into that. I guess if you're catching this off the top of the show, buckle up. Probably going to get a little long-winded here off the top of the show, but otherwise things for the most part are going well. But yeah, let's start out with the usual. So if you are new to the Rec Room, this is the coolest corner of the internet where you get the rundown on what's going on here with Enforcer Media Productions, whether that be project updates or creative insights, and you get the breakdown on what makes our favorite franchises tick through commentary and, of course, the long running video game deep dives. And you get a front row seat to what's like to build a franchise from scratch without industry support. This is possible just out of sheer will, the grace of God, and the support of any of who've taken interest in what we've had going on thus far, whether that be here locally at the local level, or out there across the interwebs. So glad to have you. I know you've got a lot to pick from out there, so glad to have you with us. Um, so as of right now, we're on three platforms for the moment. We're on Odysee, Twitch, and YouTube. So been kind of hammering out some technical issues. So if anything, I'm hoping with a week in between that that the technical issues have subsided. So there's been a couple things at play. One, there's the possibility I might be suffering from hardware issues being out of date or something. If that's the case, yeah, haven't quite had the resources to dive into that and replace anything. If it's been an ISP issue, I haven't had time to interact with them to see if there's an issue. I mean, we do have these disconnect issues from time to time, and it's not anything new, but it has become a little bit more frequent and problematic because we went 2 weeks in a row with having disconnects on our Tomb Raider episode. So I'm kind of like, okay, maybe it's the day of the week. Maybe there is heavy internet traffic or something else going on. But then the following Monday, we had a disconnect within 30 minutes of the Mech Warrior stream. And usually, if I'm getting two disconnects, it's only going to make my life more difficult. So I don't muscle through the disconnect. It's essentially better off that I just kind of cut things short. So that way, any content doesn't have horrendous frame drops perpetually or multiple files, which happens in some cases. So there's been a mixed bag of things going on there. So it created frustration on my part. So I was not necessarily intending to go more than a day or two without streaming, but also I've been facing another technical hardware issue that running out of space of keeping the replay files. So I kind of had to address that last week, but it wasn't really a priority. And then on top of that, we had some serious events happen on the world stage, which I'm probably going to spend a few minutes talking about tonight. And on top of that, Wednesday last week, which is usually an off day, but sometimes I've been putting Ninja Gaiden Ragebound or some other less scheduled things in place. So I had a social event Matt Bush hosted, I don't know if that'd be the proper way of saying it. There was an organization called Art Jams or Arts Jam. I don't know if I'm getting it right, but they hosted Matt Bush at a local college, actually the one where he teaches, to deliver a presentation on like 50 points of success in production or something like that. And a great turnout, standing room only, very fun and also educational. So I had a chance to network with some other creative people in the area. I got to connect with a couple of the people I know from Aladdin 3477. So it was a good event. Now, also, what happened was that was the same night that some events occurred. And on top of that, we had our first 2 day show this weekend at the Lake St. Clair Fine Art Fair or Fine Art Festival. Now I'm confusing myself because I don't remember which it was, but either way, that was a jam-packed weekend, 2 full-length days, and a massive turnout for that. And I do have some notes But first, before I get to that, let me talk. I usually do numbers and just nonsensical stuff and get that out of the way. So numbers have been pretty steady, even though we've been off for a week. Usually, you only draw new attention if you're online, which I have not been. So understandably, things are kind of stable. Now, I think one of our Discord bots over on Twitch found the door, so cool. I'm all right with that. I don't like padded statistics because it just throws things off. You like to be able to talk about, having a solid grounded following rather than one that's padded with artificial stuff. So either way, not too concerned with that. But I appreciate all of you who've been hanging in there and been checking things out. So glad to have you. And let me talk about just general progress first because it has been a week since I last caught up with you. So normally I am giving updates on where progress is with book 2, and of course I've got progress updates since last week, and we're down to 235 pages to go on the first draft for book 2. So I think I made good progress. I got even some extra pages done last week, so feels good that even with having a busy week, still managed to hit the quota stuff, and hoping to do the same this week. I technically should have taken a day off yesterday, but I still didn't want to lose momentum. But I think also my day off was kind of forced upon me anyway, because I had intended to go live last night with MechWarrior 5, and I'll spend more time, or at least a couple more minutes talking about this next week, but check it out. So I've got a physical edition of MechWarrior 5 now, so we're going to actually see if there's a visual improvement, which I think there is. But the challenge was I was ready to go live last night, and then I'm like, oh, well, now it's got to copy the disk again, and then it's got to pull the patch down again. So we're talking 20 gigs and 20 gigs. So here I am within 50 minutes of going live and requiring 3 hours worth of time to download. So yeah, that kind of scuttled plans last night, but here we are. We're going to try to resume course as much as possible from tonight onward, barring technical issues. But for the most part, everything's been good on the creative front. Finally, today, I got my first batch or first half of recording done. I've been dragging feet on getting the remainder of Chapter 7 for the audiobook for Book 1, Ascendant Chaos, started. So that is behind, but again, I'm still trying to make sure I get it done this month, which of course is just a matter of getting recording done, but the editing is the biggest slog in the world, and especially I've got kind of like a double batch to do this month rather than drag feet. I'm getting tired of doing smaller chunks, but of course that makes it a little bit more stressful trying to get as much done in a few weeks time period. So those good things going on, and here's the great news about what happened over the weekend. So I've thankfully been able to get to a couple larger shows. Now that has been in because of some stealth sponsors who've been covering some show costs. Because otherwise, I've been kind of keeping it close to local or free to $35 registration style events. But within 2 to 3 weeks of the event time, I found an outdoor one, and it was 2 days. And again, with it being Fine Arts Festival, I'm like, you know what, worth a try. Let's see what kind of community is, because we've actually done better at art and craft fairs, local vendor fairs than comic centric events so far. That's been kind of challenging because really the target audience for what we're doing here is, those who are interested in pop culture. Again, I'm not complaining that we're reaching and growing the audience in different means than I expected. It's just that it's been a struggle since a lot of the comic style events around here are either mid to large size, and you're talking they're expensive, and also, unsurprisingly, a lot of lead time to try to get into them. So that's been a problem trying to overcome that hurdle this year. I'm going to try with 2026 to see if we can't get in there. So it's actually been a good test to get into a couple of these 2-day events, start building up the endurance for, what essentially would be like a 3-day event for our local Motor City Comic Con. Because I have not even attended that one in years, but I know it's a large venue. It is just, massive in terms of turnout. I've had a lot of people recommend it. And if our small, regular ones are not doing a whole lot, I've got to at least do an experiment to see if we can start making some progress out there. But anyway, let me talk about the show from this weekend. So we had a little rain on Saturday, but it was kind of overcast the rest of the day, gorgeous on Sunday, and very, very good turnout. I mean, it reached the point where I only had a few opportunities to even catch a break for 5 minutes because traffic was that steady. So it was fantastic to see how many people are there for a fine art festival. This is actually in, I don't know if I want to say it's a wealthier area. It kind of is, because there's this one road that has a lot of nice housing because of the being lakefront property. So I don't know that the crowd is necessarily, ripe with cash, but you're in an area that's got money and you've got a mix of cultures. So I don't know what I was going to expect, but very positive crowd. Um, and to talk about, as far as the vendors, there was about 80 some. I got to be across from a guy and his mom that had a combo, which they did wood carvings and signs and pillows, and I was next to a gal who was doing wildlife photography, so had great people that I was next to. As far as procedure for the show, things were pretty solid, very organized. The gal that had been working it has been doing so for 20 years, so they got the process down to a science. There was a couple confusing things because so many people need trailers for unloading and unloading, and because I've got a pretty small setup, I kind of got a little confused. Like, why was there so much extra process, or did everybody have to follow that? Because it's like I'm able to set up and tear down anywhere from, set up maybe half hour, 45 minutes, and tear down about 10, 15. And so it's like I kind of had a little communication issue, but otherwise things were really, really well handled. Um, and just as far as the overall interaction, I appreciate everybody who stopped by. I mean, had a lot of great conversations, and this is even regardless of sales. But a couple of the highlights were, on Saturday we broke even for the record of most books sold in a single day. But because it's a 2-day event, I can technically say that we sold the most books at this event because had a couple extra also on Sunday, which unsurprisingly, Sunday's a little bit more calm day. Usually in Comic Cons, you've got your biggest days on a Saturday. I can't necessarily speak for Fridays yet. I mean, I know Friday kind of leads into Saturday. Sometimes you might get busy traffic at those, but I don't know for sure how that would equate to sales just yet. But naturally, Saturday was definitely a busier day in terms of sales and interaction, and then things really get kind of slow towards Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. Um, so we also had our first sale of the Aladdin 3477 Blu-ray, so that was awesome. And I finally now have Aladdin 3477 DVDs in case anybody wants that, format. So those will be available at shows going forward. And one other thing I'll bring up, so I'll try to not get too long-winded, but I want to bring this up because there may be those of you out there who are considering something similar, or maybe even it's not on the creative side, maybe with self-employment standpoint. I can't emphasize enough the importance of engagement with people coming and going, because I generally felt like this was definitely an older crowd. And so to have a pop culture kind of table at a venue with an older crowd, the expectation level of closing a sale or finding a connection is not very high. So there's some interesting things that happen. I mean, and there also was, and I think the people who interacted and picked up things all across the spectrum, from young to older, same age, um, and you can't make the assumption of who's a prospective customer. There was some cases where people expressed seemingly no interest, but at the same time, because of trying to engage with people as they pass by, what my preferred tendency right now is, because again, it's not pop culture, I can't necessarily assume everybody's a movie watcher or a reader. I try to find out, hey, is there anybody that reads in your family, anybody in your family that watches movies? Because that way it draws out from a conversational standpoint. And sometimes people are like, oh yeah, my son or my siblings, or so on. They may think about it. Sometimes they're there for Christmas shopping or other reasons. But what is kind of comical is that the massive amount of answers I got, like, hey, do you have anybody that reads or watches movies? It's kind of funny how squeamish people are to answer that. Like, some are like, nah, no, not so much, which in least case, they're being honest. I don't fault them for being honest, but one of the gals next to me in a nearby tent, she's like, some of them are just lying to you. I'm like, which I kind of know that, who doesn't necessarily watch TV or watch movies most of the time, so I can understand. We live in a culture where reading may not be a favorite pastime anymore, so I don't necessarily feel like it's dishonest. But for somebody to say like, no, I don't watch movies, like, well, what do you do then? Do you just sit around and watch paint dry, barring other real world things like family and family events? Because I kid you not, I got about 50% of the answers were, no, not so much. And then on top of that, I sure saw a lot of people wearing their favorite sports ball team jerseys, given it was a Sunday, knowing which event was likely on in the afternoon. They can't tell me people aren't consuming media. But anyway, that's a side note, and I don't necessarily intend to get on that soapbox today, but it just definitely shows people's priorities. But that aside, very, very thankful to engage and interact with a lot of people. So if you are in a similar outfit that involves trying to promote your own thing, you've got to talk to people, because one of the cool things that there were some people that either left and came back. I've had multiple times now where somebody said, I'm not really into sci-fi. And yet a couple of them have said, you know what, I'm looking for something different to read. So I greatly appreciate that people have taken the risk, and it's humbling to me that say, hey, they're willing to try something different. And also, there's been some others that say, you know what, it's not really my thing, but you're a local artist or a local author, I definitely want support. So, I mean, again, very humbling to have some of those experiences, and I'm hoping to cross paths with many. I don't know if they'd be watching, but cross paths with you in the future, or any of you who we've not yet encountered yet. Um, but those are some of the enjoyable things that happened. And there was something else that was kind of interesting about the engagement standpoint, because I would say there's a lot of families that went, but definitely a lot more ladies than guys if they're by themselves, of course. And one of the common remarks wasn't quite as much as the no, not really, I don't watch that stuff, was I'll ask, like, hey, do you like to read or watch movies? And then, like, once I get the yes, then I'll be like, well, do you like science fiction? They're like, no, 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 I'm not into that. And before I say science fiction, they're like, oh no, that's not my thing. So I kind of had to draw them out, because either A, they don't have a very strong vocabulary to say, I'm not into science fiction, or they're making an assumption just by looking at the table and saying, no, I don't do that. And I'm like, well, what do you mean by that? So there was some comical exchanges going on. But definitely a learning experience. So let's get into a little bit more of a somber topic. And I know I'll probably be going for a while here, so it actually kind of ties in with what we're doing tonight. So a little bit. It's kind of like almost the opposite of what we're doing tonight. Because with Shadow Tactics, we've been dealing with a historic styled take on political military matters, and obviously there has been some deception, subterfuge, which has led to murder, and then now we're working on the retribution element, in which case the story is leading into capturing an individual responsible for the sake of pursuing the legal justice means of clearing names. So it's with what happened last week, and obviously I'm going to have to give some context, because without the time and knowing what I'm talking about. So last week, September 10th, 2025, a icon in our country was assassinated for being an individual who elevated debate above all else, even with people with opposing worldviews, and would do so in enemy territory. So the act itself is abhorrent, and just the shock of that happening also contributed to the lack of interest in playing games last week, and it still is kind of resonating with doing an evaluation of what's important. And I think a lot of people go through that. Now, personally, I've been around long enough. I was an adult when 9/11 happened. And I did see some of the similar things happen, in which you have people who are not necessarily at ground zero for the event, but people spread out geographically who are all impacted with the similar aspects of disbelief, denial, shock, and grief. And I saw a lot of people come together then, but that's 20 years, and yet still the element fades, but there's also a new generation coming up who may not have gone through something like that yet. But I don't find it to be that uncommon to have people go through a reevaluation phase of what's going on in their life. So I think that's a good thing, that people are stopping to consider what's important. And I don't know that I necessarily have been going through the same iterations, because for me personally, I've already been on the path to do what I can do to the best of my ability. And Enforcer Media Productions has been around for the better part of 23 years, and its focus has been to make a positive difference through using personal gifts and abilities. And in my personal case, it's pop culture more so than politics. Now, it's not that they don't overlap from time to time, but my preference is to try to find mutual ground, mutual interests, rather than things that are divisive. But there is times where that almost is unavoidable. And I think this is one of those cases in which there are some things going on right now which are absolutely unacceptable. One, assassination of a political target is unacceptable. And I'm also seeing celebration of that event, and that too is unacceptable. And so it is tough because I think from a political standpoint, my view is probably a bit more complicated. That may be another reason why I avoid that, but I don't think it has to be that complicated. So on one hand, it's good that people are going through an evaluation, but there's also, I think, some sentiments that are bubbling to the surface, which were not necessarily present or at least vocalized quite so much over a week ago. And I'm a bit conflicted on where some of this goes because there's a lot of calls for unification and for more dialogue, and I tend to resonate with those who are saying, yeah, you just took out the guy that wanted dialogue, and now you expect us to have dialogue with those who are in opposition. So there reaches a point where, and I have to be careful with my words because we're on platforms which are antagonistic to certain viewpoints, but at the same time, you can't function without being truthful about identity and worldview, really. And in my case, I don't care about left or right. I really don't. So if you were on the same side, opposite side, hopefully that should not bother you. But here's the part that's going to ruffle some feathers still. Whether you are have a political worldview that is left or right, both of those are far left to the what is right, which I'm going to claim is Jesus Christ. And we're dealing with what needs to be an up-down discussion, not a left-right discussion. And that's going to ruffle feathers. And it bothers me because even those who may have a similar political worldview as me still fall into the same trap of getting caught up with the oversimplification of labels. I mean, both sides are doing this. That's why it's like I'm not here about the left or the right. Both sides are doing this. They're constantly spending time on those which are the opposition to what their political worldview is. When it comes to health, you cannot fix a problem without getting to the root cause. And because I'm admitting that I have a Christian worldview, I'm going to make the claim that what we have going on is not a mental health issue. We are dealing with that which is a spiritual issue, human nature, sin. And because of that, until that is getting addressed at the source, we're not going to see this get fixed. So the reason this unification thing is a problem is because there is not a positive outcome for unifying with evil. So I know some might have a knee-jerk reaction and say, well, yes, we got to have action. Well, you got to be careful. I mean, because some are going to make the assumption that that word action means physical confrontation. And that's not what I'm advocating, especially for those who are removed from the situation. Physical confrontation is supposed to be like a self-defense situation, not an aggression. That's why you still have legal procedures in place to deal with that. But what I think needs to start happening for both sides. I'm not picking on anyone's side here because again, I get frustrated even with those matching my political worldview, that there is not an awareness of how deep the problem is with evil permeating society. So what my take is, like, what am I going to do about this? Well, for me, it's just more of a mental resolve and a mindset on methods that I'm reaching the point where I don't have patience for dealing with the labels and the othering, I guess is a way to put it, because I don't have a better technical explanation. You can't keep sitting here blaming the other side. You got to deal with the root issue. And for me, I'm just going to treat it as a situation you need to toughen up. I think a lot of people need to wake up, and I think a lot of people need to toughen up. And so I don't know that I'm necessarily going to turn the rec room into any more of talking about life stuff, I'm not afraid of it, but it's tough because it becomes divisive. So again, that's kind of what has impacted a little bit, because if you really think about it, hobbies, video games, in the grand scheme of things, they don't matter. You know, I've kind of joked about this a little bit with friends, and I don't know if I have said it directly here on the Rec Room. But if you think about it, you know, one of the elbow in the ribs kind is like, hey, your mom doesn't care about your gamer score or your trophies, but how much more in a large scale picture of your creator doesn't care about your virtual trophies. And even though I still continue with the Rec Room knowing that, I got to look at some of the things I'm hearing out of the media of how many people don't realize that vices and hobbies um, can be heavily distracting. And not to mention, there's a lot of brainwashing going on too. So we are in these platforms where there's going to be a mix of worldviews, and I'm going to still have to figure out myself how to navigate through some of this. But it has been, you know, an event that has given pause, and it doesn't change anything with the mission here. Because again, my commitment is still to make positive alternatives to the stuff that I feel is not helpful in the pop culture space. But it is a massive space. So I appreciate everybody who is still along for the ride with this, and I'm still going to do my best. Now, if schedule changes, that might be one thing. But it's hard to say, because really, if I'm going to spend my time doing this, I need to also make sure I'm putting my time into that which is going to have the most impact. And right now, that is technically getting the writing done in the short time I have allocated for that before I have to start, you know, potentially considering other things like going back to a hamster wheel. It's not what I want to do, because my time is not well spent that way, but at the same time, it'd be more well spent than trying to live under a bridge. So just saying. But yeah, I've gone on quite a bit, but I guess I'll end it with this. And I'll bring a pop culture reference into this. And to use the scene from Fellowship of the Rings, where, or excuse me, let me say it correctly, Fellowship of the Ring from Lord of the Rings, where Gandalf is facing down the Balrog, and really the statement is that simple: you shall not pass. I think that's what needs to happen. There needs to be some toughness that says, I'm not necessarily going to go looking for trouble, but it says when trouble comes along, I'm going to stand in the way between that and whatever affects me, my family, my community. And you know, I hope we have more of that in our country, because there have been some very positive things, but it's unfortunate that took such a drastic event for people to start thinking about that. Like I said, I can go back to 9/11. I've seen it before, so it's not necessarily a new experience to me. But a lot of people, until they go through something tough, they don't realize and stop to consider what's important. So some of that affected our schedule last week, and hopefully we don't have any craziness like that soon. But I do think there is some things that need to happen for the positive moving forward. So that's all I got. Let's talk pop culture. But before I get to that, Chairman is joining us, so I hope you're doing well, friend. I see you said good evening, and he mentioned being a Republican, and that's fine. You know, I'm not somebody who's concerned with political party, because I see, you know, room for improvement, whole spectrum. So I take a different view on some of that, and it just makes it easier to try to avoid the discussion. But I think just recently, there's so much going on, kind of had to touch on a couple things. But here's something odd. Speaking of something that's not necessarily matching values of the culture, but you know, on the pop culture side. So having a little downtime, I did not realize that a second season came out for an anime, which I thought was, well, for the most part, fantastic. I mean, it deals a lot with heavy issues like, you know, survival, and, you know, the putting lives in the balance for the sake of survival. But it was called, and I'm going to mess the name up because I've seen different iterations of it. It's called Ling Long, or Spirit Cage, and sometimes they reduce it down to Ling Cage. But it has some of the most fantastic action choreography and CG that I've seen. It originally came out in 2019, so somewhere in between then and now, I saw the first few parts of it, but there was like a several year gap before a season two, and it left off with a pretty drastic, not quite cliffhanger, but like a very abrupt change of story style. And so I was looking forward to that. I wasn't really tracking the news, and I suddenly find out it came out a few months ago, so I kind of got caught up on that. And the other interesting thing was having to deal, and that comes from China, no less. So that's really the only anime I've seen from China. I think Tencent might be involved with that, with some other names I don't remember. But for the most part, since I watch mostly anime that's coming out of Japan, it was a little unusual trying to track that down. But for being CG, it's absolutely, you know, mind-boggling, some of the visuals that they have. But one other thing with it involved China, I have had to kind of track down how to find a physical edition of Pacific Rim the Black, and there's some stuff that kind of popped up, and I haven't quite caught up on it yet, but finally had an opportunity to start digging into that a little bit, because that was an anime, but Netflix, which I refused to bend to the service model. So finally got a chance to take a look at that, but yeah, China unfortunately is kind of notorious at finding workarounds, and I don't know what to say about that, because I mean, it's tough. I know China, at least what I hear is that there's a lot of integration with the state and culture, and so therefore it, you know, that makes me be on guard anytime it even involves pop culture stuff, because the question is, okay, well, this is pop culture content, but is there agenda involved? I don't know. So that's why I say with a bit of reservation, but man, there is some visual content that has come out of there, and I mean, it would be nice. I mean, if China were to blossom as a creative hub without the shadow of communism hanging over, that'd be fantastic. But you know, I don't know enough about, you know, what's really going on to have a clear and concise opinion on the matter. So anyway, that's all I got for pop culture. So thanks for bearing with me. I know it went a little long tonight. But let's finally get on some shadow tactics here. And the reason why there was this relevance, because, yeah, there was an assassination. I don't know if you call this one assassination, but there's definitely a murder, you know, of the Shogun's nephew. And our band of warriors has now lost their honorable warrior, who put the lives of his friends above that of his ward via the Shogun's son. And so now the 4 remaining have to, like, now that we've captured him, we got to take him and have him spill the beans to the Shogun to clear their names. So a little bit different in the sense of, you know, getting the immediate revenge. And what do I call this? We're on episode 16. I call it Retribution Climb, because we got to go up the hill where the military station, I think, to get to the Shogun. And I hope I'm not on the wrong chapter, because otherwise that would be all for nothing. But and stupid me, I don't even have my water back here after all that. Okay, so I think what we'll have to do here is catch the tail end of this. So the quick save was there. I think we'll just have to throw him on the boat, then maybe we should get the cutscene. I hope. In fact, that's not good. Where's my save? Oh, no. I know we took him out. Oh, tell me we don't have to do this all over again. Where's my save at? I'm confused here. Okay, so we got him in hand. Here we go. Alright, so last time I was goofing around, I kept throwing him in the water. Because, I mean, again, you know, this guy killed, or was responsible for the death of Mugen, essentially, after killing the nephew. So it's like, yes, the human nature element is, yeah, I want revenge. I'm dunking this guy. But, obviously, that's not what the game intends for you to do.
All right, then.
How is your temper, Hayato-san? Must I still fear for the safety of our hostage?
Yes.
I don't think so. He's worth more alive.
You did well, Hayato-san.
Yes. You too.
So yes, Chairman, I did save, thankfully. So I think we reviewed this last time, or did we not? Yes, I think we reviewed this, so we just had to complete this here real quick, and then this should give us cutscene or at least progress into the new level. And this should be the mountain one, hopefully. So we have this, and then one more mission after, because there's 13 missions in total. So we have to deliver Dirtbag Nephew to the Shogun. However, he has left Edo and is currently on his way to Kyoto. Means we gotta get our steps in today. Do some mountain hiking. Oh, they've trashed the place.
I don't know. My father, he doesn't share his plans with me. I don't know.
Well, that is all I can do. If we give him a higher dose, he won't wake up again.
Then we must work with what we have.
Push him. There we go.
Let me hurt him.
He's the only chance we have to resolve this matter.
You have a plan?
The Shogun would never believe us if we tried to explain ourselves. But if Masaru confessed to him that he is Ryunosuke's murderer, it might turn things in our favor.
So we give him to the Shogun, like a package.
It won't be easy with that bounty on our heads.
There's more. Yuki and I overheard some news when we were out. The Shogun left Edo not long ago.
He's on his way to visit the Emperor in Kyoto.
So he's not in his residence in Edo Castle. Could work for us.
How big is his entourage?
300,000 men. A display of power just for the Emperor.
That could be a problem.
A wise man knows when to bow his head and accept defeat.
No. Mugen dedicated his life to the Shogun. For Mugen, we must reveal the truth and leave our fate in the Shogun's hands.
Alone against 300,000. I know Mugen would have liked that.
Forgive me, Aiko-san, I cannot let you drag
How many men for
Yuki-chan
Costa?
into this.
I trust Aiko-san.
Yuki-chan,
Takuma-sensei, I want to go with her.
child.
Please. I don't want to choose. Don't make me choose.
Very well, Yuki-chan. Once more, I shall follow you into the jaws of death.
You all have my thanks. Do we know where the Shogun is now?
I'd say he's taking the Nakasendo route. We could catch up with him on the Miyogi mountain pass.
It will be cold there this time of year. Let us prepare for the worst.
We'll just send Kuma in by himself, give him some mutagen, and he'll just tear everything apart. So it's kind of interesting. This just reminded me of The Last Samurai, you know, when Tom Cruise or Captain Algren's talking to, oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank on his name. The main samurai, and he, you know, viewing the battle of the Native Americans in Custer as a glorious death simply because it was a numeric disadvantage, you know, seeking glory, and that's like, well, you know, come on, you gotta have a little strategy here too, guy.
So many tents. It's like a city.
Full of soldiers with orders to shoot us on sight.
Yes, giving ourselves up would be pointless. Best to not draw any attention.
So I think we gotta keep him incapacitated the whole time too. We gotta go all the way up there.
The Shogun's tent is at the very top. No surprise there then.
Nope.
This entrance is heavily guarded.
I see wagons. We could hide inside. Let them carry us through.
A clever plan, though it pays to have a second option.
Nuke it. Oh wait,
The
need him
guards
alive.
here seem to enjoy their sake. I know a recipe that will put them straight to sleep. I still have some ingredients left. All I need is a place to brew.
I
Little
like the
Takuma
idea.
moonshine.
I could pour your brew into the sake barrel. A disguise would help with this.
Barring no samurai in the way. Yeah, so you got a choke
There
point
are
here.
multiple opportunities to acquire one.
Yeah, man, it's just a long way to go.
So we have two options. Either we drug the sake and put the guards to sleep, or find a wagon that carries us to the Shogun's tent.
And then we face our destiny.
I think there was
It is
2
our
wagons,
only
though.
hope.
One may
The
not get you
Shogun
all
will
the way
be
there.
angry with us.
Hayato-san, will you carry our present for the Shogun?
I'm ready.
Very well.
Because nobody
Let
else
us
can.
begin, then.
Yuki and Aiko would be dragging his face through the gravel. He'd be picking rocks in his face. Kuma's gonna like keep stepping on him. I don't think he could even carry him. I mean, somebody's gonna have to still put their hand on him, I think, to keep him knocked out. But all right, so we got multiple things going on here. We got to cut our way through the cloths, and then deal with some issues here. So the samurai's a problem. We can't go directly into this path, and we got snow to contend with. Okay, yeah, so we got fire here, but no guards, so I think we're safe to go. Oh, you know what? Let me do a normal save. And then do a quick save. And get everybody ready to go. So let's do this. Oops. Even Takuma's like hopping along faster than Hayato while he's carrying somebody. So if I have them all crouch, will he drop the dude? Nope, he keeps carrying him for now. At least it looks like. So let's switch to Aiko here. Yeah, I don't want Samurai seeing the tracks, which he might. Okay, so what I need to figure out, how can I start taking these guys out? Oh, what was all this about? It's not a push. Uh-oh. This is not gonna work.
It feels wrong, killing our allies, but it cannot be changed. Noboru has forced their deaths upon us.
Yeah, I can't remember if there's a way to sneak through here without doing all that or not. Okay, so he's got. All right, we got a possible solution here. As long as he doesn't look over here and see those. Again, the foreign footprints. These weren't made in Japan. Okay, so that apparently somebody else saw me with that strategy. Ooh. How far can he see? He can't see very far. This other guy might see. Ooh. Who made those tracks? Oh, really? They're seeing all the way over there, too? That's not cool. Okay, so I gotta bring them all the way back around then. How far can that guy? Oh, he can kind of see because of his tracks. We gotta get them both.
Be careful what you say.
Be careful. Yeah, the light changes it.
Who made those footprints?
Yeah, that changes the dynamics with them having the torch, because then the other guy who normally can't see that far can then see them, and they bring 2 or 3 over at the same time. Okay, how about Yuki help us out here a little bit? I mean, maybe... I mean, the samurai is kind of a problem, but I prefer to not deal with him. now he's leaving.
Careful what you say.
Why is he doing that now? He didn't do that before. Uh-oh.
Hiding somewhere? Hello?
Alright, let's just run out here.
He's a fool. Don't listen to him.
Who made those footprints?
Uh-oh.
Come forward. That doesn't upset.
At least he goes the wrong way before connecting them. Okay. Let's see if she can whistle without catching both of them.
Oh, coiled up.
Uh-oh.
Cloth bird's voice.
Heard that. Who made those?
Such a good trap.
Nah.
You
Dad.
No.
That didn't work. Okay, well, she at least made her way over there, and of course I...
I guess I drove them off.
drove them off. Oop.
Die.
That's a bad timing award. Nope, nope, no, you stay over there.
Gone.
Don't see them. Don't see the tracks. See, he got alarmed last time.
Be careful what you're saying. You've been gone too long.
See, now he's doing that.
I'm not in the mood for this. Where are you? Speak
Oh, I
up.
can't turn. That's right. I can't extinguish those.
Are you there? Tracks are foreign.
Foreign.
You hear me?
Oh, come on. Yeah. Alright, you know what? So let's get them out of here so I can start moving a little closer. Because I may have to take out the samurai here.
You hear me?
Oh, it's his torch.
Where are you? Speak up. Are you there? Be careful. Hello?
Okay, well, let's get Aiko back here. Oh no, no good. Ah, he saw him. Okay, that's gonna. Oh, that's a little brutal. Now I got to do shadow mode here because. Oh, that time he didn't see him. How'd that change? Okay, anyway. Oh, the stupid torch. I need to be away from that when that happens. Oh, I need to be
Nasty
able...
surprise. Who needs help? Bird's voice.
Someone there. Heard that.
Oh, they're both coming.
What? Who made
I gotta fix that. That's not gonna cut it. Okay. I've got to make sure it's not in this guy's line of sight, which would be over here.
Be careful.
Nasty surprise.
There we go.
Worked. No one will miss it. Yes?
It's freezing.
Okay, next would be...
Nobody here.
Let's do that again. Let's get this guy.
Drop a bird's voice. be taken.
Now we start picking them off. Now we get this guy without the other guys watching.
Lovely tune.
It's gonna pull in more guys, which I don't want to do.
Who's making noise?
Such a good trap.
Oh, he saw the tracks. Okay. Trial and error, folks. Trial and error.
That's how it
Don't stop. Lovely tune.
Someone there.
Nope, caught both.
Such a good trap. Got you.
Alright, 2 for 1. We'll take
Today's
that.
friend, tomorrow's enemy. It cannot be helped.
Alright, so who's watching this guy? Oh, I didn't see him.
Don't wake up, little tune. Oh, coiled up like a snake.
So the whistle's not going to work even though he's patrolling. He's like, ah, it must be nothing. Must be snowbirds. Okay. So he's watching. We're trying to get that one. I guess what's the range of the
Like a
whistle
bird's
here?
voice.
Not close enough. So the question is, no, him. The crates are not obscuring his view. I still got one guy over there, so I don't think we have a vine up that way, do we? The disguise is right there. We could do some Takuma action maybe, but... or Kuma. Want to be able to get that guy without having the straw hat guy be a problem. Let's see what his range is.
It's freezing.
Ooh, you can see footprints there. Alright, we'll experiment here. Oh, but he's going to be able to see footprints too, probably.
Halt! Who made those
Such
footprints?
everywhere.
Oh, he went red. Can't go red. No alarm for you. I'll try to do it while he's...
What's that? Huh? Footprints.
Problem solved.
And stab.
Who left those tracks?
Uh-oh, we got 2. Oh, one's the samurai. Don't mind the stack of bodies behind the tent. Let's see who notices this one. Turn around. No, no, not you. Ooh, that was close. Uh-oh. Game over. I was not expecting the samurai to notice. Oh, that's not enough?
Who
Oh,
left
nope,
those
samurai
tracks?
still noticed. And they're gone.
Anyone here?
Find you.
Yeah, of course he's gonna see that. Come on, guy.
Who made those those tracks?
Stick and stab.
Ah, man, everybody. Party crashers everywhere. Well, Kuma's range not necessarily all that fantastic, but
It's freezing.
no. This is not gonna work. He feels like he's crouched. Why is he crouched? I didn't want him crouched. Look, he's not uncrouching. What the heck? There. Sheesh. Oh, this might be bad. Crouch. Use the dirtbag nephew as a meat shield. Okay, so yeah, this is Simmer as a nuisance. So we still got that guy patrolling. I'd rather get rid of him before trying to take on the samurai, though. Alright, how else can I do this?
It's freezing. Something. Huh? Footprints.
That's right, there you go.
Stick and stab.
What a dummy. Let's try to keep them out of the samurais on this side now. This may not work.
What? Who left those tracks?
Stick.
Yep,
and
Three Stooge is completely oblivious. We're good.
Nasty surprise.
Don't mind that. Oh, goodness. Dragging his face through the snow. Alright, there we go. There's progress.
No one.
Alright, no more extra torches getting in the way here. Is this guy gonna see me from here? Nope.
Stick and stab.
Okay, now... work on a strategy here. Take this guy out.
Just a moment.
Let's test his range here. Alright, his range is to there. Okay.
I don't like this. We killed them for our own survival. Judgment falls to the Shogun alone.
But yeah, I guess, well, does his mercy depend on body count? Alright. I don't know why we would need to go in here, take any of this out. He's not consequential, doesn't seem like. Alright, so we got going up through there. Minus any cart. Oh, those. Oh, two guys there. That's why. Okay, is there a vine? No vine. No ladder. So. You got these three idiots on patrol, though. And without Mugen, I don't have the ability to do three at once. Well, can, but it involves everybody. The wagon, I think, parks over here somewhere. There's the wagon. So we'd have to have everybody over here ahead of time. The red wagon, and I think there's a green wagon. I don't remember the other wagon is.
Okay.
Okay, let's try the wagon trick. I remember clearing all this kind of stuff out, though. I just don't remember what the plan was. Okay, so I want to bypass those three idiots. Oh, King. I gotta go around here. Yes, they're not crouching either as long as Hayata's around. That's unfortunate. Alright, who are we starting with here? I don't want to catch the other three morons,
Don't
though.
step in the spider's nest.
Let's see if he sees these. Who made those tracks? He's not seeing them.
Stick and stab.
Turn you into a piece of luggage. Okay, so coast is kind of clear here, except this will probably bring those other idiots
Yes,
in here.
there's a wagon. But is it the right one?
This wagon is not heading for the Shogun's tent. It can only carry us up the mountain to that small temple.
Well, we could triple team here, but yeah, that's right, knuckleheads. I guess you better go turn the light back on.
Careful what you say.
I gotta bring Yuki back over here to get her trapped. You guys doing the shuffle step to get back in formation there. Oh, don't mind us. We just dropped the
easy.
hostage body. Oh, bad timing.
It wants to be taken.
What's this guy do? No, we could. Oh, we can crouch our way in there. Somebody over here see something? No. Oh, Hampton, what are you doing? Okay, hopefully that's not a problem. So he's looking that way. As long as those idiots aren't here and the wagon comes back. Now we gotta wait for our wagon to come in.
Same as always.
Go on your way.
So where are we gonna end up once we're up here? That is not anywhere near a costume for Ico. I started to remember clearing that all out. Don't remember why. Oh, that's right. It drops us off in there trying to get out of there. Okay, let's hold off on that strategy then. So I think there is a back way, maybe.
Not escape justice.
We got vines.
That doesn't concern me.
And a mountain wall. Generic dudes. Oh, that's where we're at. Okay. Yeah, I'd kind of rather go through here.
That's how it's always.
He's out of sight, so let's try this real quick. Ah, he's not out of sight. Nikes.
That doesn't concern me. That's how it's
Alright,
always.
let's send Ico through here.
This means trouble. That doesn't.
Oh, there's footprints.
Huh?
Ah, go figure. It's just enough.
Stop right there!
I don't see anything.
We must search the.
Problems. Oh, and I saved it right there, didn't I? Go figure.
That doesn't concern me.
Okay. He's studious.
I cannot leave my post. Stop.
Oh, him. Ah. Stop that. Okay, so can I... Well, I got these morons coming back. Maybe I have time. Nope, too much. I'm thinking this is going to turn into a two-parter here. Can't get off the porch.
Agree on that.
So I was going to move Ico over there to try to tag him the same time we go to tag him, but obviously she can't get there without making footsteps. Or can she? Trying to make her way through there. Oh, they gotta wait for these guys now. Or I'd put out the torch and take all three of them out.
I have heard otherwise.
Alright, let's try this. Cone surfing. Oh, there we go.
out of sight.
All right, here we go.
Stick and stab.
Agree on that.
Oh no! Detected by samurai. Okay, so Yuki's got to go.
That's a good trick.
All right, I'm gonna have to do it that way. Uh-oh.
That
Oh, but they still saw her. Timing.
snow. So cold. That's how it's
Sneaky.
You know, reset plan.
Soft souls.
Alright. Now wait till after these guys leave. Okay, maybe we won't, because she's in the way.
snow. So cold. This means trouble. Who left those? Take
Now
care
what?
of you.
Stop right there!
Is no here.
Search.
Why did he just does he normally patrol that area? Is that why she got tagged? It's interesting that she was spotted right there. Oh, the footprint did it.
Huh? Who made those footprints?
Don't
Where
mind me.
are you?
Well, that complicates things.
How it's over.
Oh my goodness.
Coming.
Oh. So cold. We can agree on that.
Let's do this without making tracks. Okay, now there's no tracks. Okay,
That doesn't concern me.
there we go. Now, hypothetically, got a shot at this. Much trial and error. Alright, here we go.
A drop of blood.
Alright, you get over there before he sees anything.
That much.
Okay, then the question is, oh, then do I even care about them at this point?
That concern me.
He might actually come turn the light off, and both of them might, though.
That doesn't concern me. I have heard otherwise.
He's missing. Alright, we're gonna try cone surf with the triple
That's
man
how it's
team
over.
here. No. Hey, why'd you turn around?
Agree on that.
Oh, they're not all synced up here.
That
Oh, come on. Who's tripping it? It's the old guy. Alright, one more try, otherwise I'm going to have to do this all individually. He's turning around, I think, because of the noise.
We can agree that.
See, he's not making noise
That
now.
doesn't concern me.
Ooh, this may not work because he's standing up. Okay, so what's going on here? We got these two knuckleheads, a samurai. Ooh, another samurai over there. Too much samurai. Yeah, so we got a problem here.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That's why. It's because he was the one that was tripping it.
He's a fool. Don't listen.
How am I supposed to get him through there?
That's how it's always been.
Huh.
That doesn't concern me.
Nope. Oh look, dead nephew. Alright, we got problems.
That doesn't concern me.
We're gonna need to do some tag maneuvers here.
He's a fool. Don't listen to him.
No one will notice.
That doesn't concern me. Careful.
Oh, I don't want to trip him. I'll do it, or do I?
Wind killed the flame.
The problem is the other three idiots are gonna. Oh, and then he brought his own torch. Never mind. That was what I wanted. Actually, this is still a problem.
I have heard otherwise.
Alright.
That doesn't concern me.
Nah. I'm gonna wait for them again.
Be careful what you say.
See if I can sit here without them noticing.
That doesn't concern me.
Ugh, that's ridiculous.
Beyond that.
Make her do all the heavy lifting. What's wrong with these people? I don't want to use a ton of bullets on these other yahoos, but actually, you know what? Could I? Alright, let's save this just in case. Let's see if one of these guys will come out here. He may not notice. Nope, he doesn't notice. It's too far. Not good enough. Okay. They're behind the corner now.
He's a fool. Don't listen.
Dracula, wake up, little June.
So the other guy'd be watching. I need to get this other guy all the way over here. Let's try
Yes, that's lovely to wake up, little.
that. I don't want to trip the other guys in the challenge.
Drag only tell bird's voice.
Someone there.
Yeah, see that one's coming with him.
Dragloff, wake up, little June.
Who's making noise?
That's what we gotta do.
Stab. No one will miss it. Yes?
Hey, there's a Discord bot. They're actually spelling it Discord DIS-cord now. That's what they're doing to try to bypass the content checkers. Okay, so we got a samurai, and the hat guard. Oh, and two non-hat guards. Okay, how do I? Gonna need to double team some samurai action here. Well, let's maybe put her here. Let's get Aiko involved. Okay, let's have Yuki do the shot.
Little pistol.
Where'd he go?
Silent steps.
Alright, so I gotta wait for him to get there. Oh, not two of them.
Clumsy of me.
What? Ah, right on the edge.
What's that? Who left those?
Oh, it's nah. It's making way too much noise. Yikes. All right, let's change this up a bit then, shall we? Let's move her over here. So maybe it's the noise is probably activating them. Okay, so let's have Aiko approach from behind then. How far can he see? He's not the one that's going to come over here. It's the samurai. Okay, so should pay better attention to that.
What's that? Who made those footprints? Footprints? I cannot leave my
Perfect. Oh, not perfect. Ah, the samurai. Okay, I gotta go back one just because I saved it in the middle of her walking forward. Now we wait. Poor timing on that. If I go too soon, the guy figures it out.
What's that? Who made those footprints?
Ah, man. Gotta stay in the pocket.
Who left those?
There we go. That was in the pocket. Alright, we gotta wait for this guy to... Oh, what? Because I'm standing? Yeah, they can't like... Oh, you know what? I gotta... My crouch wing turned off.
What? Someone was careless with the lamp.
Very careless. He doesn't have a torch though, so it might be okay.
A drop of blood.
Problem solved in the dark.
You hear me? I'm
Start
not in the
stacking.
mood for this.
Not in the mood for this. Oh, it's the other samurai getting activated. Yeah, it's him. Uh-oh. Oh, he turned the light back on. He's not gonna do anything about it. Oh.
An elegant death.
I cannot leave my post. Who made those footfires?
I am hiding in the open.
A drop of blood.
What a dumb dude. At least then the footprints did connect.
For death travels swiftly today. I will remain unseen.
Oh, you stay put. He's got a torch, though. This may or may not go so well.
Wind kill the flame?
Okay. Who are you? Why are you sitting on all these dead bodies? Okay, so the noise woke them up. That's not gonna work.
Light should be burning.
This is fun. One left.
Oh, that didn't work. Gotta be quick here. Reset plan. Yuki. Take the shot. Save. Switch to Aiko. Save.
One left.
Hopefully I didn't wake him up. Okay, cleaned up the courtyard there. Now we still gotta... How do we go upward? There's the vine. Okay, so other than that samurai, a little less to worry about. But still haven't gotten Hayato across the clearing yet here. Oh. Let's go wait for these morons to go by. Like, everybody must be on vacation. Oh, this guy can see me. He might. Move along. Okay, so we still got... No, that samurai's done patrolling, so he can hang out back here somewhere. Put this dude in the tub and just leave him there. Alright, let's have Takuma catch up. Definitely foreign tracks. One's a peg leg. Okay. Where's Aiko? Alright, can we get through here without Mr. Samurai being a problem? I don't see any bushes. Alright, we're gonna try this here. Alright, are we stuck in crouch mode again? Go this way and then go hide behind the carts, hopefully. Okay. That would be a negative because Hayato can't go back there. So we're the three of them then. Why am I stuck on... Oh, I'm stuck on a barrel of some kind. Okay, so three of them hang out here, hopefully. Hayato, on the other hand... Preferably before he can see the footprints. It was close, but I think we're okay. Alright.
Tracks are foreign.
Stick and stab.
He didn't even notice. Okay. We got a problem, though. Not getting the dude up the hill by carrying him. And Takuma's not going that way, so... Oops. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, had it. I gotta redo it.
Those tracks are foreign.
Oh, not...
Stick and stab.
We're under attack! They could still be here. Where did they go? What's that? Those tracks.
What's that? Eh. Alright, let's get through on this rotation.
Stick and stab.
Okay, tracks should be gone. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got going on up here. Okay, we've got to have some more vines or something here somewhere. There we go.
They will notice me. Where they're hiding.
get something going on up here too.
They will not escape justice.
Ugh. Got multiples.
Must protect the Shogun.
Oh, there is. Okay. It gets narrowed down to one. Try this.
Lovely tune.
I heard that.
Protect the Shogun.
The wind plays tricks on me.
They will not escape.
It worked. Got you.
Damn the traitors.
No, put it in the barrel. All right, let's.
Look up Bird's voice. Ha! Good trap.
Escape justice.
No one
Conveniently
missed.
having this giant
Yes.
boulder here.
We must protect the Shogun.
Death to the attacker!
Oh, nope. No, I guess not. I had it.
Murdered the heir to the Shogun.
Damn the traitors.
I guess he doesn't walk away. How did I get him this time?
Wonder where they're.
Don't step in the spider's nest.
Oh, you didn't see it.
Damn the
Drop a bird's voice.
Someone there.
It wants to be taken.
Oh,
No.
there. Is so long. Nothing.
Stick
don't even need
and
it.
stab.
Here, catch Ico. Crunch.
Who needs wake up, little June?
Nothing. Saki.
There's a rock behind.
Intruder.
Oh, it didn't work that time. I'm not saving in between.
So cold.
They will not escape justice.
Don't drop some lovely tune.
I heard that. Nothing.
They will not escape justice.
It worked. It wants to be taken.
We must protect the Shogun.
Okay, save this time. Redo the trap.
Little bird's
Whistle.
voice.
So he gets back over here.
Who's making noise? Oh, it's nothing. I never thought I'd realize.
No one will miss it. Yes?
So cold.
Damn the traitors.
Okay, so now there should be a way to get this guy since he's just chilling here. Oh. He's not gonna leave his post though.
Damn the traitors.
Anybody else watching? Ooh, we got Samurai over
They will
there.
not escape justice.
Are we close enough to the camp or are we still... Oh, we're right next to it. Okay. Still gotta get everybody else up here though.
Okay.
No.
We must protect the Shogun.
Nothing important. I can see you!
What are you doing?
Saki!
How many objects can we get stuck on here? Look at this, it's stuck on everything here.
What? Who made those footprints? I must remember my...
Stick and stab.
Saki!
Well, this is
They will not
certainly a
escape
problem.
justice.
Oh, the road to Kyoto is so long.
This we do nicely.
I've never...
Okay.
That does not concern me.
We must protect the Shogun.
Okay, now if I were to do this, there's not a... Yeah, there's kind of a walk path up through here.
Wagon will be inspected.
Okay, so we can walk them up through here. The problem then becomes going up through here, here. Man, we got... There's the barrel. Samurai here. He's looking that way, he's looking that way. But we still need Takuma to put him out. Let's see, where's Takuma's workshop? That's the temple. I think he's gonna go past that. We gotta get Takuma all the way up here. But we're kind of past some of the other stuff. Maybe it'll work. Yeah, I think we might have to split this one up. There's the green one. Fortunately, I could have still stabbed some more people here. Yuki, where are you?
Kyoto is so long.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I blew it. It's only the hack guy that saw it.
Must protect the shogun.
Wonder where they're hiding.
Even in disguise, I would not be able to pass through this crowd.
But they will not spot us if they are fast asleep.
Then let us find a place where you can brew the sleeping draft.
Saki.
Okay.
Please tell me more.
Stick and stab.
Wonder where they're hiding.
Please, continue.
Saki.
Yes, continue. Oh, he's got a torch.
May I
on him
ask
from
another
behind.
question?
Oh,
You are most kind.
they will not escape justice.
Notice the torch.
Wonder where they're hiding. Who hides in the
Stick and stab.
Saki!
Saki. They will not escape justice.
Okay, so his torch down. She
trouble ahead?
could distract.
I'm heading for the temple.
All right,
Saki.
now I gotta clear this path to get these other guys up here.
Damn the traitors.
Saki!
What can he see? Can't see him.
An elegant death.
All right, let me see before we do this.
A drop of blood.
All right, so he's got a patrol. It's gonna walk back up. Those guys are doing whatever I think.
Okay.
An elegant death.
All right, then we got him. Ugh, man, we got stuff everywhere that's still a problem.
A drop of blood.
Okay, not concerned with them. I mean, Takuma can come out and go this way maybe if I can bypass. Yeah, Samurai's looking that way. Gotta avoid those guys somehow. Get up to here. there's a way for him to get through. Okay. Just gotta watch for the samurai. Him. Okay, so he comes all the way over here. Excuse me, tell me more. Stab.
An elegant death.
Oh, he's still a nuisance, which I have to come through here maybe? Well, it's clear. I could. Okay, let's try that actually. Let's get these. Well, I should have gone the other way then. Made more work for myself by putting them over here. Just gotta make sure it's somewhere he can't see on the way through. Okay, so he shouldn't be visible. For the footprints. This is probably risky. I don't want to do it. Ah! No, just by moving him, he saw it. Alright, let's move him first then. Hopefully it doesn't track those all the way up the hill. Well, you might as well bring them all the way up here. It's clear for the time being.
Okay. Socket.
Yeah, he's come back around.
Who goes there?
Ah! Got impatient. Why'd I do that? Question my own judgment. This music sounds just like one of the tracks in, I think the first XCOM. Okay. Don't want to wake him up either. Alright, Ico. Join. Alright. Let's have a look here, see what Takuma can do for trouble.
Shogun.
Same as always.
How far can they see? Ooh, pretty far down.
Wonder where they're hiding. Okay.
Alright, so there's the cart. Where's the patrol? Alright, let's take a run for it. Do I need others, or can he do it alone? Ooh, we got him. So the hat guy's not gonna go off path. Man, I'm gonna do this. So we can cut our way through those. Can I catch all three of these guys with Kuma in one place? I don't know.
Cold.
But I can heal it. Kuma, listen.
We can catch all three of them. Where do we want them to go, though? I don't, because he's going to end up having to walk out there. Can you walk by him? So torches allow him to see. He doesn't look all the way over here. It's this guy.
You know what to do.
Alright. This is gonna be a little tricky.
Come on, distract them.
Oh, there's a dude over there in the corner. What? Alright, so the question is, can I move him and then really catch all four of them? Oh, whoops, that was genius. Oops. Move the wrong thing there. You can almost catch all of them. Oh, you can. Right in the middle there. I've got one grenade.
Kuma, go. Medium simple explosives. Ready? Kuma, unplug your ears. Fly! I'll just
What's this old guy doing here by the fence post? So that would be one way to remedy the situation, but they're obviously going to catch wind of that. So we're going to do it from here.
Not what?
Kuma, go.
Alright, this is just for fun at this point. I'm not really going to rely too much on this strategy here.
What your charm? Unplug your ears.
Oh, it's a tanuki.
Oh, look, he's doing a handstand.
How does Kuma do that?
Just like, why is there a tanuki and 4 dead bodies?
Kuma, stop.
These guys, like, we don't know what to do about this. I won't tell the authority, or tell the boss if you don't. Like, so they're just gonna sit there and do that? That's all they're gonna do?
Kuma, return.
These guys apparently are really confused. It's like, I'm not supposed to leave my post.
Well,
We got dead bodies. I'm not supposed to leave my post. At this point.
taking position. Ah, the red flower.
I mean, I guess that's one way to do it, but...
No challenge.
Like, was it because there's still a torch there, or what? Like, would there have been a way to go around here? So, I don't see any vines. No. Having 3 guys and 1 patrolling is a little complicated otherwise. Okay, we will save that strategic mystery for next time. And then, if we wrap this, we'll head into the final chapter, which I know I had a challenge with. But I'll see if I can't kind of wrap next time.
Okay.
So we still gotta... Now, you know what? We still gotta get through here, too, so still might be a little effort to go. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to commit to that brew strategy. Alright, we are at least back in action this week. Tomorrow being Wednesday, undecided if I'll be on. I'm not going to go too crazy because I still want to get some other work done. Still got another show this weekend. So, hit the follows and subscribes if you haven't already. That way you get a sense when on, because I might be on tomorrow, might not. Still going to shoot for Thursday with Tomb Raider. Definitely got to make some progress on that after having a couple weeks of issues, because I do want to get Tomb Raider wrapped up. But, play by ear. So, keep tabs on everything else. Appreciate Chairman stopping in over on Twitch. And it looks like all quiet otherwise. So, until next time, have a good one, and see you soon.